Ano nga ba ang AMAPS? Ang AMAPS or Amateur Media Association of Philippine Scouts ay isang samahan ng mga aktibong kasapi ng kilusang scout sa Pilipinas na nagnanais maging isang tauhan ng media ngunit walang sapat na kakayahan, pagsasanay at kaalaman. Kami ay naglalayong magsanay at magturo ng tinatawag na responsible media practice sa mga kasapi nito at gamitin ang mga social media and video sharing platforms para mas mapakalat ang ideolohiya at aral ng scouting sa Pilipinas. Kasama rin sa paninindigan ng AMAPS ang pamumuhay sa matiwasay na paraan upang makamit ang Sustainable Development Goals ng United Nations. Nakapaloob rin sa AMAPS ang Pinoy Scout TV na isang online channel kung saan mapapanood ang mga scouting talk shows, vlogs, webinars na pinamumunuan ng mga AMAPS regular members. May ilang shows din naman na pinapatakbo ng mga AMAPS honorary members, bagamat ito ay hindi regular kagaya ng iba. Ang pandemya ay nag-uudyok ng malubhang kawalan ng pag-asa, ngunit hindi tayo mapipigilan ito. Nagsusumikap kaming magkaisa laban sa lahat ng mga pagsubok at hamon na dulot ng pandemyang ito. Kaming mga miyembro ng AMAPS ay inaanyayahan kayong lahat na sumali sa aming organisasyon upang mapalakas, mapatibay at mapayaman ang ating samahan. Kung ikaw ay may talento sa pagsusulat, pagsasaliksik, pag-uulat at husay sa pakikipagtalastasan, baka ikaw na ang aming hinahanap at dapat na mapabilang sa aming organisasyon. Sa inyong angking galing at talento, sa aming mga nabanggit na larangan, ikay magiging malaking tulong upang maisakatuparan ang aming misyon. Kung nais niyong mapabilang sa amin, i-message niyo kami sa aming Facebook page na Amateur Media Association of Philippine Scouts. Bukas ang aming page sa inyong aplikasyon at buong puso namin kayong tatanggapin. Muli, kami ang AMAPS, Media by the Scouts, for the Scouts. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Okay.
Hello! Good morning to all our viewers for today's episode of Scouts for Sustainability. Hello, I am Bianca May Asilpades.
And I am Winshorm M. Cinco, your host for tonight's live show.
Yes, so kamusta ka ba, partner?
I'm good. Ikaw, partner.
Actually, this week, sobrang busy talaga for our outfit and nagpe-prepare kami for an upcoming project this weekend. So later, share ko sa inyo yung details kung paano ba kayo makaka-join dyan. Pero yun nga, this week talaga parang if walang project na siguro gagawin ko lang is manood ng TV or series.
K-drama, na Netflix. Actually, it reminds me of our live show last week with Scout Chat 101 with our, let's say, Italian friends. I feel very amazed by the opportunity that was given to us. You know, medyo merong language barrier, may mga difficulty na in terms of understanding, but it was fruitful for me. Ikaw ba, partner?
Same thoughts, partner. Actually, in the first part of the show, I was really confused ano ba sinasabi nila, lalo na when they were teaching us Italian words. Kasi for me, parang nahihirapan talaga akong i-pronounce.
True.
Pero once you get it, talagang mapaproud sila. Iba yung comment na parang, yes. Iba yung
ang
excitement
friendly nila. They are friendly in a way na, yun nga, tulad ng sinabi mo, kapag nagegets na nila yung sinasabi mo, talagang papalakpak sila sa iyo. And they're very friendly in a way that they're all smiles, ang dali nilang i-approach, at yun, they're very lively and game na game sila sa dun sa naging game natin, dun sa exchange of words and such.
And actually, na-appreciate ko rin na pinakita nila how they cook their pasta doon sa sa country nila. And kakaiba talaga yung experience na yun. I feel like bumalik ako ulit sa Jota days ko noon. Nag-interview din ng mga scouts, mga foreign scouts. And yun, I just hope na very soon na ang Jota-Joti niyan. Ayun nga,
And
for
we get the opportunity, yan. We get more opportunity to talk with people with different backgrounds.
na-excite nga ako, partner, kasi, di ba, sabi nila na if ever we'll go to Italy, i-message lang daw natin
Oh.
sila and itutour daw tayo around. Doon ako na-excite talaga eh. Parang gusto ko na talaga matapos ng pandemic na to.
True.
So, ano naman, the week before that, nung scout chat natin with the Italian scouts, we had Joshua Villabos. He was an environmental activist and ang dami nating nakuhang insights from him. Kasi parang kakaiba talaga when these advocates or ang tawag dito, parang activist, iba yung ginagawa nila talaga. Parang ibang perspective yung nakuha natin from him. Ikaw ba, partner? Kamusta yung show na yun for you?
As for Joshua, talagang masasabi ko napaka-masikhay niya in his advocacy. He still does his projects. Talagang he is very passionate about it. Nakita naman natin with the way he speaks. And hindi siya sudden urge na, oy, gusto ko to. Talaga nandun siya sa process na merong event dito sa municipality namin at doon nagsimula. And then, because he was very interested about it, pinagpatuloy niya. At isa sa mga bagay na natutunan ko sa kanya was how I look with the idea of taking care of our environment. Kasi in school, I believe that we are doing it for our mother nature. But at the end of the day, at the end of that interview, I realized that it was for the people pa rin. It is for the people na matitira for the next generations to come.
Very true yan, partner. At nakita ko rin sa kanya na talagang nag-iba na talaga yung ano natin ngayon, pag-call natin for action sa environment.
Mm-mm.
Nakikita na natin yung change of tone na mas na-increase na yung sense of urgency. Kasi parang ngayong generation na to, parang mas in-express na nila or mas vocal na sila about the fear na maaring or yung risk na maaaring mangyari sa atin in the future. And I think that's an improvement for all of us. Kaya parang mga Gen Zs dyan, I'm very
Talaga
proud of it.
magandang bagay na unti-unti pinupush natin yung kabataan. Hindi naman kasi talagang mabibigla. At least they have the idea and then from one habit i-change paunti-unti until they really get the point, the idea, and then they teach it to other people. Yun Shane eh. Diba?
It's really a
Before we forget, what are the reminders we have for our viewers?
So ayan, before we forget nga, ito yung mga daily reminder namin or every show reminder namin. Of course, our merch is still open. Our merch is still available on our Facebook page. You can message us if you want to avail. You can also send stars during this live. So, if feeling mo generous ka today, would like to receive your stars, and syempre,
#generous.
We'll read your comments or your shout-outs dyan. So, ayan, we have a reminder here from AMAPS. Kasi last episode natin with the Italian Scouts, yung nasa Scout Chat, meron tayo natanggap na 2,650 stars.
Ang lupit na 2,650 stars na yun
Grabe. So we would like to thank Yvonne Riley for sending 2,650 stars. Grabe. Thank you very much po for supporting our organization. Grabe. Kakaiba yung 206.
Nakaka-overwhelm.
Oh. And ayun nga, another reminder for all of you. Actually, it's an announcement. I'm inviting you to join our program. Program siya ng outfit namin. So it's entitled Worth a Shot. It's a COVID-19 vaccine education campaign. So this weekend, we'll be having a webcast with our experts. So ayan, we would like makikita nyo dyan sa comment section. Lalagay namin dyan yung link if you want to join us. And we're really excited na makita kayo doon kasi I'm very sure you'll have so much fun doon. So yeah. Partner?
Okay. So, I think our viewers is very curious kung ano ba ang magiging flow ng episode natin. So, you see, partner, scouting has been since very consistent with the championing and impactful contribution to the course of how one's life advances towards responsible citizenship and social change. You know, from empowering our members with the character to become world-class leaders, investing in serving others, we are also promoting the sustainable development goals in order to have the specific skills to live and save lives. So, yeah, partner.
So yun nga, in our show tonight, we will be in depth and up close with a scout from Tarlac. So it's my home council who carries with her the wisdom of the years she spent with the scouting movement. So part to all of us.
It's an honor for me to introduce this person. She is the former Scout representative for Tarlac and Central Luzon last 2017 who continues to become passionate about women empowerment and gender equality, rights and welfare of farmers and workers, and justice. After almost 7 years of being a senior scout, she has undergone the basic training course last February and is now an adult leader. Currently, she is an undergrad studying BA Applied Psychology at the University of the Philippines-Diliman Extension Program in Pampanga, where she aspires to learn more and take bigger actions with her advocacies. This coming academic year, she will also be holding a position in the College Student Council as a counselor. I proudly present to you no other than Miss Janelle Menil from Tarlac Council.
Hello! Grabe yung energy. Hello! Good morning, everyone.
So hello, Ate Janelle. Siyempre, tanungin ka muna namin before we proceed sa question and answer portion. How are you currently doing? Kamusta ka?
Actually, last week, tapos ko na yung SEM. Tapos na yung first year of college ko. Tapos, nakaka-disappoint and sad at the same time. Kasi sabi nila, college is the best time of your life. Pero, yun na yun. Joke lang. So, ayun. Sana, yun. Yung pandemic kasi talaga, it's so very disappointing, devastating, ganon. And I hope it gets better na. Kayo ba? How are you?
We're doing good din. And
we're doing good.
Just like you, syempre, disappointed kami sa online classes din na yan. And lalo na for
Imagine,
di ba, partner, for a first year college. Sabihin
di ba
natin
you're
na-
expecting a lot? Tapos,
Oo.
pero syempre,
Grabe.
we should not take our lives at risk. Talagang, we have to be at home and safe.
Yes.
Tama. Ayun.
Ikaw ba, partner? Nakat kita kanina, sorry.
Ayun, Ate Janelle was asking us about kung kamusta tayo. I think as for the school, talagang stressful nga kasi nasa online setup. So, we can really relate to you. Medyo kinabahan lang po ako, ate, because I'm incoming first year college. Naku, parang kasi stress ako ng bongga doon.
Good luck. Matulog ka na, ha?
Ganun po.
Matulog
Kailangan
na.
ipunin.
Ipunin niya na.
Napakaganda ng tip na yan. No? So, ayun nga, Ate Janelle. To formally begin our show, paano mo nga ba ma-introduce yung sarili mo? Siyempre, iba yung sabi lang ng iba yung...
Ako si Janelle Menil. Kita nyo nga sa name ko. Pero most people call me Jao. So you can call me Ate Jao. And I have been an advocate of farmers' rights and welfare recently lang, but I've always been an advocate for gender equality. I consider myself a feminist, and you'll see why sa mga sa later on interview natin. Yung makikita niyo kung bakit. Yun lang.
So
We're
yeah,
very excited to know that.
so going on with the next question, para malaman din natin yung sinasabi ni Ate Janelle. Looking back, we would like to ask you, how did your work for this advocacies begin? Did something inspire you to choose these three SDGs? And why is it this three SDGs amidst all the causes to fight for?
Don't get me wrong, ha. I believe that all SDGs are important and they all should be upheld. But these three causes, they are the closest to my heart. Yung una, SDG 5, gender equality. Actually, before, hindi ako advocate ng women empowerment. Kasi, ang isip ko noon, nakakaboto na tayo, nakakapag-aral na tayo. So, bakit may feminist movement pa? Di ba, hindi ako proud sa face na yun. Oh my God. And ayun, as I grew older and I became more aware of issues, madami akong nabasa na sa statistics, literature, and studies na even up to, and even personal experiences um, na needed pa rin ang women empowerment because it's still far, despite of the progress that our ancestors have made. We are still far from the dream. And sa ano naman sa SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, siya sa 16, peace and justice. Dito ko i-relate yung aking advokasya para sa mga magsasaka at manggagawa. Well, nag-start to actually nung nag-attend ako ng fellowship program ng isang organization. Etong after nung fellowship program na yun, nagkaroon kami ng graduation and speaker namin si Senator Kiko Pangilinan. Pero hindi ko siya pinopromote in any way or kinakampaign. So, kayo bahala kung sino iboboto niyo, okay? Hindi ko kayo dinidiktahan. And so, ayun. Ang sabi niya kasi, sabi niya, may nagtanong na fellow participant ko, tinanong niya, how can the youth be more engaged in upholding the agricultural sector? Kasi nga naman, 'di ba, bata pa lang tayo, paano ba natin matutulungan tong mga magsasaka na to? Eh sobrang layo nila sa agwat natin kung tutuusin. And sobrang simple lang ng sagot ni Senator Kiko. Pero sobrang laki ng impact niya sa akin to the point na nag-reflect ako buong gabi and the following week. Ang sabi niya, mag-start daw sa sarili natin. Kunwari, yung labels pa lang natin. Ako, I admit, ginamit ko before yung term na hampas lupa. 'Di ba? Yung si Senyora Santibanez, yung mga memes sa Facebook, hampas lupa ka. Eh 'di ba, ang hampas lupa, we refer to it as the poorest of the poor. As in, yung pinaka, nasa laylayan talaga. And, yung hampas lupa, kung iaan mo siya, yung taong naghahampas ng lupa. Sino ba yung taong yun? Yung magsasaka. And another term, yung halimbawa wala tayong masagot sa exam, sasabihin natin nangangamote tayo. So kapag yung nangangamote na tao, ine-equate natin siya sa isang term, sorry for my term, na bobo. Alam mo yun, sobrang, oo nga, ganun pala yun. And meron pa siyang binigay na example, yung pupulutin ka sa kangkungan. Siyempre yung kangkungan, kung saan ka nagtatanim ng kangkong. Parang sabihin mo, hindi na ako mahal ng family ko, ayoko na yung gays ko, pupulutin na lang ako sa kangkungan. Ano bang masama kapag sa kangkungan? Sobrang na-realize ko na ginagamit ko yung terminologies na to. And I've been unconsciously belittling the farmers na magsasaka, the farmers already. And sabi ko, sama akong tao, joke lang. And yun, after that, sobrang na-open talaga yung eyes ko na kailangan talaga trabaho natin bilang kabataan na baguhin yung mga societal terminologies na yun, napalitan yung mga nakasanayan natin. And ayun.
Grabe. First time ko marinig yung ganitong klaseng insight niyo. Partner ka ba? Parang nakikita ko
Ako,
sa mga mukha mo
actually,
yung...
grabe, it's a learning for me. It's a shock na, katulad ni Ate Janelle, I've been using these terms, nangangamote, pupulutin ka sa kangkungan, without knowing that, yun nga. And I think it's a good mindset na we're trying to change this this terminologies that we've been using for years. Kasi we shouldn't. We should not belittle our farmers kasi at the end of the day, sino ba nagpapakain sa atin? Saan tayo
Tama.
True.
bibili?
Tama.
Tama,
Diba?
tama. Ang ano nga partner dyan, syempre, once in our lives, ginamit na rin natin yung mga terms na yan. And
Mm-mm.
parang, ngayon,
Nakakahiya.
it all makes sense.
Ah,
Na
Oo.
bakit nga ba natin ginagamit yung term na yun? O saan nga ba talaga nanggaling? And it's great to know na at least ngayon, alam na natin bakit ba dapat
Mhm.
natin iwasan or maging mindful tayo dapat sa mga words natin. So ayun, grabe yun.
so,
Una, naglag ako.
ayan. Yan, naglag. Okay. So, with that answer nga, I was thinking na, as I mentioned before, yun, we have to change the mindset of the youth. Ngayong alam na natin, we have to tell them that it's not that it's wrong. And with this question, I would like to ask, who is the person? Ay, nabanggit nyo na si Mr. Kiko Pangilinan. But are there other people na masasabi mong major influence about on regards to starting these advocacies?
Yes. My dad is an economist. He is a banker at the
Oh.
moment, pero he graduated as BA Economics sa San Beda noon. And ayun, palagi siyang nakikipag-discuss sa akin about, ever since bata ako, sige, pag-usapan natin yung GDP sige. Medyo, ayun. And ayun, sa si daddy ko kasi, may time noon na sabi niya, nag-uwi siya, galing work, tapos may dala-dala
Mhm.
siyang basket. Tapos yung basket na yon, andun yung may wines, may mga ham, may mga queso de bola, fruit cocktails, yung typical na Noche Buena package. And tinanong ko, saan galing yan? Tapos sabi niya, incentives daw nila yun sa bangko, sa company nila. Yung unang-unang tinanong ko, sabi ko, may ganyan din ba yung guards and janitors nyo? Tapos, ang ginawa ni daddy ko, binaba niya yung basket, umupo siya sa sala, sabi niya, "Nak, mag-usap tayo." Sabi niya gano'n. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, "Hindi, wala." Sabi ko, "Hala, bakit?" Sabi ko, "How could you?" Sabi kong gano'n. "Bakit naman?" Tapos, ang in-explain sa akin ni daddy ko, siyempre, iceberg tip lang. Hindi ko pa masyado naintindihan yung lahat ng economic terms. Ganito yung pagkakaintindi ko. Yung private companies, nag-hire sila ng agencies. Agencies for guards, for janitors, ganon. And yung pag-hire ng companies na yon, kasama na lahat ng benefits. So, ang ginagawa ng companies para sila makatipid, para walang benefits na makuha yung mga guards and janitors nila, hindi sila direct mag-e-employ. Mag-e-employ sila ng agency. Itong agency, sila lahat yung in charge sa benefits, sa mga SSS, insurances, ganon, na hindi naman nabibigay. Kasi nga, tipid-tipid lang, ganon. So, so wala. Yung mga benefits na nakuha ng regular employee, hindi yun natatamasa ng, sa case ng company ng dad ko or sa most of the companies, hindi ko sinasabing lahat. Hindi yun natatamasa ng guards, hindi yun natatamasa ng mga janitors and utility personnel. And to the point na, nagalit ako. Bakit naman, ang yaman-yaman na ng kumpanya, titipirin nila yung mga gwardiya nila? Parang, alam mo yun, sobrang this capitalist system, sobrang kawawa kapag mahirap ka. Parang patuloy na sinasabi ng mga kapitalista, ng mga nakakataas, na kasalanan maging mahirap. Parang, and hindi talaga natatamasa, and sobrang nakakagalit lang talaga. As in, nagalit talaga ako noon. So yun, share ko lang.
Ate, ilang taon ka nun?
17.
Oh, so thinking about it, you and your father was always open about talking about this kinds of stuff.
Yes. Yes, political and economical talks. And
I think
yun,
that's
kaya
something.
siguro,
Yes, go on.
Ayan,
and
we have a
ayun,
comment here from Iris Wendell Montoya.
hi
Ang
Kuya
powerful po
Wendell.
ng guest speaker.
Hi,
Agree.
hi po.
True.
And ayun, thank you po Kuya. Senior ko siya sa UP-DAP. Ayan.
Ooh.
So
Now,
yun.
Ate, what keeps you motivated on knowing more about your SDGs, about your advocacies, and what keeps you motivated on campaigning it?
What keeps me motivated is knowing that I am not alone. So, the first time I encountered the SDGs, I was in a booth sa campsite, sa Jamboree, kasama yung mga scouts na dinidiscuss nila, meron silang mga banner, mga ganon. Tapos, sa mga webinars din, hindi ako mag-isang natututo nakikinig. So, I like to think na they are there for a reason. Siguro, I like to think na just like me, they want to make a difference. And
Mm.
alam mo, sa mga activities na nasalihan ko, yung mga naging friends ko talaga, yung nakikita ko rin yung mga advocacies nila at the present. Kagaya na lang ni Brian from Central Luzon, si Sunday Aquino. If kilala niyo si Sunday Aquino, oh my God. Na-meet ko siya nung NYLS. Alam, nagpa-fangirl ako, pero sorry. Na-meet ko siya nung NYLS sa Tagaytay, and at the moment, she has had conducted different charity work and advocacy work na sa Cagayan. And alam mo, parang these people are making difference. And it keeps me motivated na you should do your part as well. Parang ganon, na you are not alone. Marami kayo sa pakikibaka na to. And yon, that keeps
For
me motivated.
someone who knows Ate Janelle for like more than 5 years now, I must say na yung group of friends niya talaga is someone na
Mm-mm.
talagang wow, they're doing all these things together na you'll see na pag nag-join sila sa isang specific na sabihin na nating organization, andun din sila. Tapos makikita mo na good picture sila, ang galing lang talaga. It's like, kung meron mang BFF goals, ganun siguro yon.
So,
Ayun.
yun nga din yung napapansin ko for the previous live shows that we had. Talagang umiikot siya sa environment mo, from your family, your
Mm-mm.
circle of friends,
Oo.
your institution, your organization. Kadalasan kung ano yung mindset nung kinabibilangan mo, yun yung na-adapt mo.
Mm-mm.
Yes. Very true. Lalo na, I'd like to comment dun sa kaninang answer ni Ate Janelle, wherein na-mention nga niya yung sa dad niya. And grabe no, yung mga simpleng conversations na ganun. Iba talaga yung impact niya, lalo na for young people. And if very open yung mga nasa paligid natin, na feel ko mas magiging madali yung conversations about sa mga ganitong klaseng causes. No? Pero yun nga, Ate Janelle, nakita na natin yung mga kung saan ka pinagpala dyan sa sa family, sa friends. Ngayon, syempre gusto namin malaman, what is your biggest struggle, lalo na when you are working in your advocacy sa gender inequality or gender equality?
Okay, so biggest struggle na encounter ko is yung misconception sa sarili ko nga na, hala, sexist na ba ako kapag sinabi kong abante babae, ganon. And meron akong nakausap nun, sabi ko, abante babae. Tapos ang reply niya, atras lalaki. Sabi ko, no, that's not what I meant. Parang, alam mo yon, syempre, yung mga ganong misconception, yung mga misguided na tanong, nakaka-trigger, parang gusto mong magalit eh. Parang, ano ba, hindi ganyan. Pero I've learned, recently ko lang din to natutunan, na hindi ka dapat magalit sa mga ganon. But rather, you have to tirelessly
Explain.
persuade them. Yung tireless persuasion nga sinasabi. Kasi naghahanap nga tayo ng kakampi at hindi kaaway. So, kapag aawayan mo yan, hindi na yan maniniwala sa'yo kasi you have been condescending na. And yun yung biggest struggle ko in advocating for gender equality. Yung misconception na nagiging sexist na, parang ganon, which is not.
I have to comment on that. Yun nga, in terms of gender equality, I was thinking din naman nung early years na baka pag pag ipinush natin tong ganitong klaseng movement, does that mean iiwanan we're going to left or leave this men behind? Ganon. Those
No.
misconceptions were the stopping na parang ayokong i-push. And then, of course, with the instruction and knowledge na rin na sineshare ng mga seniors, dun ko na-realize, hindi naman pala. So, we have
Mm.
to keep it going.
Tama.
Ayan, we have a comment here. Sabi niya, Ma'am Janelle, sana mas marami pa yung mga kabataan katulad yung may puso sa mga dukha at sa mga laylayan sa lipunan. Yes, that's a
Kaya-
comment from Mondano, Kabibo Mondano.
Hello.
So, ayan. Sana nga, no, and I hope dito sa episode na to with Ate Janelle, mas lalo pa natin lawakan yung, yung pag-iisip natin when it comes to, yung mga social injustices. And, ayun nga, to comment dun sa sinabi ni Ate Janelle. Kasi parang ang misconception niya palagi, no, is, paano naman kaming mga, opposite gender,
Supposedly,
diba?
you're a god.
Tapos
Diba?
ang pag minsan nga, nagagalit sila kasi parang yung mga ibang babae daw, ginagawa na daw personality trait yung pagiging advocate for women empowerment. So parang, yan na lang ba kaya niyong sabihin or at ipagmalaki? So parang, that's something na hindi nila dapat maisip kasi we're fighting for equal rights here. Kaya ayun.
Ayun. Dagdag ko lang, di ba, kapag meron tayong mga jumpers, merong booth as the messengers of peace, merong he for she.
He for she.
And, di ba, favorite ko yun. Gabi, meron akong palaging free bags, free drawstring bags, tsaka kasi, parang yung he for she, as how I perceive it You're free to share your thoughts after. Parang yun yung booth na sinasabi na ang feminism, ang women empowerment, it's not a one-side movement, but rather it's for all. And parang yun, yung mga quotes ni Emma Watson, ganun, sa mga booth natin kapag Gaborino. So yun. What do you think about he for she?
Ako naman, as for he for she, syempre lagi natin yung nakikita sa mga jamborees. It's amazing, lalo na kapag magkakasama ang babae at lalaki. At laging minemention ng discussant na hindi lang yung sa babae na side. For men, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to show emotions. It's okay to be fragile. Kasi sa society natin, ang mindset kapag umiyak ang lalaki, mahina, ganyan, ganon. We have to cross that out. Diba? It's not always for that's literally equal rights for everyone.
And ang maganda nga naman, partner, for our organization dito sa Boy Scouts of the Philippines, as much as possible, they make everything inclusive. Like, talagang ginagawa nilang, and I see the extra effort na talagang ginagawa nilang inclusive kahit hindi naman in terms of gender, like kunyari, in terms of ethnicity. And that's something na very nakaka-proud na meron na tayong progress kahit papano, kahit hindi pa natin na-achieve yung goal talaga.
Napapakulat nyo rin ba yung ulo ng mga tao kapag sinasabi nyong Boy Scout kayo? Boy Scout?
Yes!
Senior Scout po.
Senior Scout. Yun.
Bakit
Yun
Boy
nga.
Scout?
Oo, lagi nga natatanong yun.
So, ayun
Ikaw,
nga,
ate.
ate.
So, I'm curious about, since you mentioned it, if you are asked with a question like that, how do you usually answer it?
I say senior scout ako and hindi ko sinasabing year pero sinasabi ko na the Boy Scouts of the Philippines have already accepted women in their organization. And kasi nag-NYLS ako National Youth Leadership Summit, in which Boy Scouts of the Philippines and Girl Scouts of the Philippines, it's a joint summit between the two organizations. And sa Tagaytay yun, last 2017, oo nga. And dun ko nga na-meet sila Sunday, ganon. And nakita ko yung difference ng organization natin. Pareho tayong youth involved youth-led, ay, sorry, hindi youth-led, pareho tayong proactive organization in which nationalist, ganon. Pero magkaiba pa rin tayo ng mga activities, ng mga ways of doing so. And ayun, sinasabi ko, yes, Boy Scout ako. Yun.
Grabe,
So
sana maulit
thinking,
nga yung ganong klaseng event kasi parang isa lang ata nangyari.
Sana
And
maulit nga siya ulit.
sana
and
na ulit.
for the past few years, nag-hope talaga kami na sana maulit siya. Kasi gusto rin namin
Oo.
maka-interact yung mga taga-GS.
Ibang So thinking about it, Ate Janelle, you're still in school. So I think you already answered it. But how did it happen you became very passionate about SDG 8 when usually it isn't the primary concern of the people around our age? Kasi for me, bago siya eh.
Oo. Bukod nga sa pagiging anak ng tatay ko, um, in fact, it is my school that burns my passion even more. So, 'di ba di ba nga nung una nagrereklamo ko ang daming readings, bakit ganon? Ang hirap. Pero alam nyo, yung mga readings na yon for me, it's very worth it. It's very worthwhile kasi ang dami kong natututunan. And kagaya na lang nung last sem, mag-mention ba ako ng subject? O sige, mag-mention ako. DM 101. DM 101. Oh my God, may nanonood bang UPDF? Hi! So yun, nag-enjoy ako sa DM 101 kasi nag-tackle kami doon ng different economist principles, capitalism, tsaka yung mga rent-seeking agencies, elite or agencies na yan. Yung rent-seeking, share ko lang ha, yung rent-seeking agencies na yun, if hindi nyo alam, yun yung mga, mga tao na kumikita sa hirap ng iba. For example, from the term rent, pinaparent mo yung bahay mo. Wala kang work na ginagawa, pero kumikita ka kasi meron kang ganong asset. So, ang interpretation namin doon, yung mga elitista na yun yung mga agents, yun yung ibang mga agencies nga na kumikita sa hirap ng magsasaka, sa hirap ng gwardya, na hindi binibigyan ng Noche Buena package, mga ganon. Mga
Yung
ganon.
ano talaga.
Nagagalit talaga eh.
Naghuhugutan talaga.
Kasi naman, sobrang naiyak talaga ako nung pinantas yun sa akin ni Dad. Kasi imagine mo yung gwardiya, nagsasara siya ng bangko, tapos yung mga empleyado, nagdadaan, may daladalang basket, tapos mababa lang ang sweldo niya, wala pa siyang dalang ganun para sa pamilya niya. Diba? So, it's very heart-aching for me and parang I really want to do something about it.
Lalo na ngayon, Ate Janelle, na ngayon nagka-pandemic, mas iba pa ngayon yung impact for them. Inisip ko nga rin paano yung mga nawalan na actually ng trabaho. So, simula sa konti na nga lang hanggat sa nawala.
Oo.
Mga ganyan bang bagay. So, ito nga, Ate
Tapos,
Janelle, okay. You have something to add, Ate?
Yeah, add ko lang na minsan, yung mga elitista, minsan sinisisi nila yung mahihirap. Halimbawa, kagaya na lang nung beginning pa lang, may lamok, sorry. Yung beginning pa lang ng quarantine, may mga tricycle drivers na naghahanap buhay. And then, these rich titas and titos will post them, will take a picture of them and then post them online na, ang titigas talaga ng ulo ng mga Pilipino. Sabi ng stay at home yung mga nagsasabi ng ganon, sila yung merong pang Netflix, merong pang deliver ng milk tea, ng McDo, ganon. So I think na before we have to be responsible of what we say online kasi everything is political and very relevant sa social status. So we have to check our privileges. Ganon. Yun
Yes.
lang. Thank you.
Yun, check your privileges nga daw. So ito nga, Ate Janelle, we're very curious kasi you said na you are also an advocate of SDG 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. And para sa for me, kasi parang napaka-general nitong SDG na to. And ikaw ba, what do you think about it? What do you think, parang in your perspective, ano yung meaning niya if you advocate for SDG number 16?
Okay, so allow me to read muna yung nakita ko sa internet, yung mismong goal ng SDG na to. SDG 16 seeks to promote a peaceful and inclusive society for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and to build effective, accountable, and inclusive institution at all levels. So for me, to protect myself na rin and to avoid being red tagged, I will keep my answer short na for me, it means that you have to be critical and remain critical of everything that affects the welfare of your community. So, tama ba yung ginawa nito? So, yun. Yun lang.
Check and balance, mga ganyan ba?
Agree.
Tama. Tama.
Now,
Are
other,
there
okay, there is a comment from Kabibo Mondano. This is the society with a strong masculine attitude. It lacks a woman's touch. It is just that man does not bring that harmony. It is she who brings that harmony that teaches us to caress, to love tenderly, and who makes of the world beautiful, from Pope Francis. Women empowerment is not about domination of women or women supremacy. Women empowerment is about emphasizing the value and importance of the women and giving good harmony in the society.
on
Oh,
point
that's
partner?
Ah,
on point comment.
tama. Tama.
So, moving on, since we already talked about your advocacies for gender equality, SDG 8 and SDG 16, I would like to ask, what do you consider the biggest achievement in this whole advocacy journey?
Okay. So, apart from the concrete projects na I tried to take part, I think yung biggest achievement na um, for me so far is when a person or when a few people message me and ask na, ate, how can I further help? Paano po mag-donate? Paano
Mhm.
po ito? And even kapag nag-Instagram story ako ng statement, ganon, may magre-reply, ate, what do you mean po by this
Mhm.
term? Ano po yung gender queer? Bakit po, ano po yung magsasaka? Ano pong organization to? And I happily respond to those queries. And super flattering niya for me kasi, oh my God, parang I'm making a difference. Parang, yun eh. Parang, it makes me realize na people care about what's happening and they just don't have enough means, enough access to it. And
Mhm.
yun, nabanggit din sa webinar na sinalihan ko no, na ang pagiging mulat ay isang pribilehiyo. So, wag nating i-gatekeep na dahil alam natin yung mga social injustices, superior tayo. Like, yeah, we're intellectually superior. No, hindi. We have to always share what we learn. Kasi, wala namang mangyayari kung ikaw lang yung may alam nun. Dapat ipapabahagi mo siya sa iba. So, and tong platform din na to, thank you sa
Mhm.
AMAPS for letting me rant. Rant talaga. Let me voice out my thoughts. Parang yun eh. It is really an achievement for me once I get to share what I know. Yun.
Sabi ko sa inyo eh, maganda maging friend si Ate Janelle. And for all over the years, simula sa, when I started in youth
Mm-mm.
forums, sa kanya ko tinatanong eh, Ate, what does it mean pag ganito, ganyan? And
Mm-mm.
Oh,
masasabi
naalala
ko
ko si
na I'm
Bianca, no?
very happy na ang
Ah,
dami ko rin natutunan from her.
Then again, malaki talaga ang naidudulot ng mga ating mga seniors, being able to share what you know. Talagang it's a success na hindi lang nakukulong sa'yo yung knowledge, yung
mm-mm.
passion, and yung pagpupush mo about the certain advocacy. You really have to share it eventually. Because, let's say maganda na you insist your work on your own, but it's not gonna work if ikaw lang mag-isa. You really have
Tama.
to have the help of other people para i-push pa ito. And we need we need more like you, ate. Seniors who will push um the lower years to take action and to be involved in things like this.
Yes. So yun nga, since na-mention mo nga rin Ate Janelle, yung about sa mga programs na nag-take part ka, can you tell us more sa mga projects na you have actually worked on, lalo na the one with the involvement with our farmers?
Okay, so, eto, last year, November, my friend Venice, she messaged me. Venice and I, we share the same advocacy sa economics. And econ major siya, ako hindi. So, parang siya yung, pag merong mga webinars na econ related, itatag niya ako, ganon. So, parang, support, ganon. And she messaged me asking me if I want to start a donation drive. And during that time, umuulan. Yung aftermath ng Typhoon Ulysses, as in present pa, ramdam na ramdam natin. And wala akong kuryente nun. And nag-hesitate ako kung magsa-start ba ako ng donation drive. Kasi unang-una, baka mapagkamalan ng scammer. Kasi di ba ang daming scammer na donation
Mm.
drives. And baka hindi ko ma-handle, paano yung ganito, ganyan. Pero I said yes kasi parang marami ring Tarlac based kasi kami. So, maraming Tarlacenyo yung gustong tumulong and hindi lang nila alam kung paano ipaabot yung ano. So, without further discussions, nag-agree kami agad ni Venice na ang beneficiaries namin ay ang beneficiaries ng organization ng For Our Farmers organization. So, before anything else, hindi ako part ng disclaimer lang,
Mhm.
hindi ako member, ambassador, officer ng FOF or For Our Farmers Philippines. But I always share their post kasi nga super laking impact na nun. So going back, itong FOF na to, kinontak ni Venice if meron ba silang team sa Tarlac para pwede naming mapadalhan ng in-kind donations and yung mga beneficiaries ganon. And without even thinking twice, nag-launch na kami ng pub. And ayun, sabi namin donation drive, paano yung goal namin? Hala, baka konti lang yung mag-donate, ganon, baka hindi siya effective masyado. But sobrang daming nag-share and gano'n. Hindi namin in-expect na magiging gano'n kalaki yung monetary donations namin. And sobrang dami din nag-donate ng in-kind. And yun, one Saturday, pumunta kami sa team ng FOF sa Tarlac, 3 sasakyan na puno ng in-kind donations. And nung tinransfer na namin yon pati yung money na na-gather namin, kinausap ko yung officer ng For Our Farmers, si Kuya Jordan ata niya. Tinanong ko kung sino yung beneficiaries ng organization nila, hindi lang ng donation drive namin. Sabi niya, lahat daw ng farmers, parang meron silang team sa Catanduanes, sa dito sa Tarlac, kasi ang daming farmers sa Tarlac, no? And ayun, bilang someone from Central Luzon region, sobrang laki, sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam na I was able to help farmers, yung backbone ng economy natin. And ayun, and with that, since one donation drive pa lang siya, nung December naman, yung mga alam niyo ba yung term na adding? Or kami lang gumagamit nun? Yung mga younger batch namin sa high school
Oh.
namin, grade 12 na sila, tapos first year college kami. Nag-chat sila sa akin. Gusto daw nilang gumawa ng donation drive or concert for a cause. So yun, gumawa talaga sila ng concert for a cause. And yun, na-raise nilang money. Ang beneficiaries is For Our Farmers then. So parang, parang I was able to become a bridge sa help and sa and ayun, ginawang bridge. And yun, sobrang with that, nagre-research pa ako kung paano pa ako makakatulong and anong pang klaseng projects yung pwede kong i-start. And ayun.
Now I'm curious ate, is that yung po bang For Our Farmers ay may existing page sa Facebook?
Meron sila, For Our Farmers, bayanihan para sa
Oh.
magsasaka. And sa Instagram, @For Our Farmers.
How did
Ayan.
you contact them ate?
How did I, nung sa donation, inano ko lang sila, diniem lang sila sa Instagram and they are very responsive. And ayun, Pero hindi ako nga part nung team na yun. Kasi it's an organization by professionals talaga na nagdudo ng volunteer work.
Ngayon na kapag
Knowing na,
initiate... Okay, partner.
knowing na during that time, ng Typhoon Ulysses, sobrang daming donation drives na nagkalat actually sa social media. And it's good to know na talagang pinansin yung mga ganitong klaseng advocacies and ganitong klaseng drives. Kasi alam ko during that time, parang nisip ng iba, baka nakapag-donate na yung iba,
Okay na to.
baka hindi na sila mag-donate ulit. Yung mga ganyan. And nakita ko yung process. Sinishare ni Ate Janelle during that time yung kung ano na yung progress nila. Kasi talagang tinatrack nila lahat ng donations. And nakita ko na, wow, doon sinasabi lang nila magdo-donate ka ng cash or ng in-kind. Pero actually, it's more than that. Kasi ang daming kailangan gawin. And to know na yung pagiging bridge natin, actually, it makes a big difference. And lalo na if you know na, so, ito na ba pasok siguro yung mga networks na build natin throughout our lifetime, na we see na we can connect to these kinds of organizations na talagang nag-help sa mga nangangailangan. So, yun, partner?
So, then again, we have to use our networks wisely talaga, no, Bianca? So, we have a
Yes.
comment here. My BTC batchmate. Pa-shout out naman, Scouter Menil. O yan, Ate Janelle,
Hello
pa-shout out daw
po.
po.
Hello, Sir Carlo. Hello, sir.
Ayan. So, for our next question, Ate, now that you have initiated a project or a partnership na talagang nakatulong for our farmers, what can you advise to a starting student, advocate, let's say 16 years old, 15 pababa, ganyan, to start or make an impact from the ground? What can you advise to them?
Okay, so na-establish na natin before sa talk na yun nga yung online platform, and natutunan ko sa isang webinar ulit. Ang dami kong sinalihan ng webinar. So ayun, sabi nila, ang pakikibaka wala sa Twitter, wala sa social media, nasa gawa natin or nasa lansangan, ganon. Which I completely agree with. But at the same time, we don't need to underestimate the power of Instagram stories. Kasi it really, 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 really makes a difference. Yun nga yung mga nag-PPM. Although it's very small, but yun eh. Since given the pandemic, and we are confined to our homes, and we really have to be loud with our causes. So yun, first, be loud with what you have to say. Second is walk the talk. Okay? So, dapat yung mga actions mo, ina-anchor mo siya, dun yung halimbawa sinasabi mo online, women empowerment, ganon. Pero nag-share ka ng mga pictures ng mga babae na walang consent, ganon. So yun, sure ka sis, women empowerment yon. Parang you have to walk the talk. Kasi alam mo, ayoko ng actually, meron din mga leaders na na-encounter na parang hypocrisy yung pinapakita nila once you really see them behind the webinars, behind So don't be like those. And walk the talk, engage yourself in organizations, in activities na proactive. And kapag sumali ka sa mga webinar ganun, dapat hindi lang yung certificate habol mo. Parang make it worthwhile kasi nagsasayang ka lang ng oras. And I gotta say na I wouldn't be as proactive as I am today without scouting and without me surrounding myself with the people who helped me grow. And yun, do not underestimate those little things na pag-share, ganun. And yung pag-join mo ng webinars. Because one day, you'll look back and you'll see how much difference you've already made. So, yun.
Talagang
Very
the major takeaway mo sa mga webinars, kasi talagang yan yung laganap this pandemic, is ang major takeaway mo doon is the knowledge, then how you will be able to put it into an action, and then you're going to share it. talagang kailangan mong makinig sa webinar. Hindi ka talaga attend lang for the sake of the certificate. You really have to understand it by heart.
Yes, partner. Kaya I kept these three words throughout my scouting journey. Ito ay learn, serve, and inspire. I think it summarizes all the things that we should actually do. Kasi the first part, i-learn lang natin lahat ng kailangan natin malaman. And actually, makaka-help to sa pag-serve natin sa iba. And when the time comes, ikaw naman yung time para mag-share ng thoughts mo and to inspire others. So, I think we have a question here sa ating Facebook Live. Hi, Miss Janelle. BSP always includes the poor, minorities, and the indigenous people sa mga advocates nito. Do you think we really are helping them or simply imposing tokenism? So that's a question from Nimwel Yango.
Hi! Hello, Nimwell. So, I like this question, no? It's very critical na talaga ba? Parang mga ganon. And what I have to say, if they really help the minorities, I think it depends pa rin sa project kung meron bang action na ginagawa talaga yung sa certain projects na to behind sa mga social media posts nila, sa mga marketing strategies na ginagawa nila. It really depends. So if I have to answer yes or no, I think I wouldn't have the enough knowledge that have enough to ayun, I would not have the enough knowledge to allow myself to answer this question whether yes or no kasi it really depends talaga. And if it's with regards to BSP, the poor minorities and the indigenous people, I'd have to research more about that.
So yes, ayun. So I hope that answers your question, Sir Nimwel. And we have a greeting here from Sir Sid Castillo. Magandang gabi mga ate. Hello po, sir. I
Magandang
hope
gabi
you're
po.
Hello po. Hello po.
So yan, let's head on to our next question. So let's suppose ate na etong three advocacies na to ay nagkatotoo na, talagang naging successful na. Can you share to us ano yung vision mo? Ano yung nakikita mo kapag na-achieve tong tatlong advocacies na to?
Okay, so I imagine a world where um, men, women, everyone in the gender spectrum, inside or outside, can walk safely in the streets at night without the fear of being violated based sa gender nila. And I also imagine a world where the government prioritizes the agricultural and the minority na walang magsasakang nagugutom. And yung nagtitinda ng fishball, mabibigay niya lahat ng pangangailangan. Sobrang ambitious nito, no? I mean, yeah, I agree na this is very ideal and ambitious, but it is what I wanted. It is what keeps the fire inside me
Mhm.
burning. And yun nga, sabi nga ng for farmers then, feeding us should never go hungry.
It's very understandable, ate. No matter how idealistic our ideas are, no matter how hard it is, if we keep pushing it, if we keep teaching the younger ones these ideas, eventually they're going to adopt it. They're going to fight the same causes as us. And eventually, when the time comes na tayo na yung magpapatakbo ng Pilipinas, tayo na magpapatakbo ng mundo, then definitely there is a better one for everyone.
Tsaka nga, di ba,
Right,
partner,
partner?
hindi talaga, sabi nila, di ba, parang hindi naman talaga ang tawag dito, masama mangarap.
Mm.
Kasi,
Oo.
actually, dyan, sa mga ideas natin of kung ano yung ideal na environment for us, dyan nagsa-start yung fuel natin na lalo tayong
Mm-mm.
lalo tayong na-inspire na gawin yung isang bagay. Kasi we want this. And
Mm-mm.
with that, I think talagang magiging successful yun by one day then. So, I think before we proceed to our next question, meron hinandang game ang partner ko dito.
Yan. Dito, dahil medyo masikhay, talagang umalab ang mga sagot ng ating guest today, magkaroon naman tayo ng konting icebreaker. So this is a game. I think you're familiar with this. It's fast talk. You're just going
Oh
to
my
choose
God.
between the two options na aming prepare para sa'yo. Ready ka na ba, ate?
Okay, okay.
Okay, first question. Island life or city life?
Island life.
Anong mas mahirap, walang tulog or walang kain?
Walang tulog.
Forget who you were or forget who everyone else was?
Forget who I was.
With your mind, would you read the thoughts of others or move objects?
Oh, I will read the thoughts of others.
Unlimited books or unlimited pass to any movies for life?
Unlimited books. No doubt.
Oh. Wake up wake up late or go to bed late?
Go to bed late.
Most embarrassing moment during a scouting activity?
Oh my God. Nanonood ba si Numel? So, Leyte yon. Nasa Leyte kami, venture camp, and
Mhm.
nadulas ako. Nadulas ako sa Putek habang nagpa-practice yung song, skit, and yell, yung Bulacan Council, katabi namin. So, sa campsite namin, bagong ligo ako. Tapos, ayun, nadulas ako sa, tapos nagising daw yung buong Tarlac Council nung nahulog ako sa Grabe sila.
Hala.
Ayun. Nakakaya yun. Nadami
So,
pa actually,
yeah.
pero
So, yes or no? Ito lagi natin to tinatanong sa mga scouting guests natin. Sa mga guests natin na scout. Naliligo ka ba araw-araw pag nasa camp?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We
Medyo.
find ways.
We find
BDO.
ways.
So, how would you describe the color yellow to someone who cannot see?
Pag tinikman niya yung lemon, siguro pag uminom siya ng lemonade. Ang corny ko.
Okay. Would you want your child to take the same path as you?
Depends on him or her if he or she wants to.
Never cry again or never use your smartphone again.
Never cry again.
And last but not the least, your message to your future self.
Hello, attorney. Ay, wow! Bongga. Ayan.
Love it.
Hello, attorney. Ayun. Congrats. Charot. Anong?
Paglalaban natin yan.
After a few years, babalikan ni Ate Janelle tong video na to. And she'll see na attorney na siya by that time.
Kayo din.
I'll be looking forward to that, attorney. Yes!
Kinilig.
Now, before we end our talk, let's have the $1 million question prepared by my partner.
So here, Ate Janelle, suppose na meron kaming $1 million dito. Pero yeah, kasi ito na yung parang main takeaway for our viewers. So here's a question. What message can you give to engage scouts to create a better world with SDGs, particularly for your advocacy?
Okay, so in general to, always live by the Scout Oath and Law. And to emphasize, yung last line natin sa Senior Scout Code, I will pass a better Philippines. I will do everything in my power to pass a better Philippines to the next generation. So, when I say that, kasi when I recite that on a program or what, I get goosebumps. So, kasi dinadamdam ko siya. Parang ina-embody ko siya. So, I hope you do that too. Dapat hindi lang siya minimemorize, hindi lang siya nire-recite kapag may programs. Damdamin lahat ng sinasabi sa atin ng scouting spirit. Keep the fire burning. Thank you!
Thank you
Yes.
din po, Ate Janelle.
So I guess that's where we end our interview. If you have something to plug, Ate Janelle.
I personally have no future projects in the coming months, but I would like you, it's not mine to plug actually, but ipa-plug ko na siya. Follow For Our Farmers at Instagram at For Our Farmers and For Our Farmers Bayanihan para sa magsasaka sa Facebook. Thank you.
Yan. Ate, thank you very much. Actually, I know that you and Bianca were already friends prior before this live show. And I feel very honored to meet you and be able to talk with you because I learned a lot. It means a lot. I
Thank
think
you.
and I hope that the viewers feel the same way about it. From the terminologies na ngayon ko lang na-realize to being more aware about the SDG 8 and 16 that I have never, not really never, I do not usually encountered. I learned a lot. Thank you, Ate Janelle. It means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you rin, Amaps, for allowing me to rant tonight. Super thankful ako sa platform na to. The honor and the privilege is mine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ate Janelle. Undeniably talaga, marami kami natutunan from this episode. And I must agree to partner kasi unang question pa lang, grabe, iba na yung tama eh. From magigilty ka rin at some point. So ayun, I hope this is not the last time that we'll be having you here, Ate Janelle. And thank you so much for supporting our organization, this humble show, Scouts for Sustainability. So, partner, any reminders for our show?
So then again, open pa rin po ang aming merch. If you want to become a part of the AMAPS, you can also contact us by messaging our page. So lahat naman ng details ay nasa page namin. And yung project mo, partner,
Ayun,
the
I would like
shot.
to plug. Ayan, yung partner ko talaga dito. Ang naalala lang niya yung shot.
And then vaccination shot, education, yeah.
Ayan, okay. So I'm plugging our program. Program po siya ng aming outfit. So it's Worth a Shot. It's a COVID-19 vaccine education campaign. So it will be on July 3 to 4. This event is open to everyone. So kahit hindi po kayo taga Tarlac, kahit hindi po kayo taga Central Luzon, kahit hindi po kayo taga Luzon, you can join our humble project. So feel free to register. Andyan sa comment section na ang link. So for more information, you can visit our Facebook page at TMS Outfit 541. So ayun lang.
So thank you to our viewers. Thank you, Ate Janelle. And we hope to see you on the next show. So this has been Eagle Scout Windstorm M5 and
And this is Bianca Miasel Pedes, and we'll see you on the next show. Bye!